Tough spot for North Texas this week. Trojans are on a roll, and they're going to be tough against the backup quarterback, so I like Troy.
Troy's really on a roll. North Texas shouldn't be much of a challenge. Go with the Trojans at home.
Troy has not had any problems with North Texas over the past couple of years, and I don't expect that to change. Pick Troy big.
North Texas has been competitive in recent Sun Belt Conference games, but they haven't matched up against the talent like Troy, especially Troy's defense. The Trojans' defense will carry a big win.
Look for the Trojans to get a win. I remember when North Texas was the best team in the Sun Belt, but that's been a while. Troy should win handily.
Big SEC West showdown here. The Tigers are going to win. Which Tigers? I like the Bayou Bengals to win this week. Won't be easy for them, but LSU gets it done at home.
I think Auburn has a chance to make this real interesting. They could even pull the upset, but I got to go with LSU on their home turf. Go with the Bengal Tigers.
I think the real Auburn is starting to show. LSU's not that great, but I think LSU shouldn't have any problems with them.
A tired Auburn team has been struggling the last couple of weeks. LSU, meanwhile, had an off week and is rested. That spells more trouble for the Auburn Tigers and another loss.
Auburn will lose its third straight game. LSU's not that great, but good enough to beat Auburn.
Big interdivision rivalry here, one of the best in college football. I just don't think Tennessee has enough firepower to dent Alabama's defense. I like Alabama.
Well, it's Tennessee and Alabama. It's a huge rivalry, but Alabama way too much talented for the Vols. Go with Alabama in a kind of an easy one.
It's kind of a trap game for Alabama. It's the 8th straight game. Tennessee's coming off a bye week. Lane Kiffin's kind of a weird guy, but I think Alabama pulls off a close win.
Tennessee might make a game out of this one, but Alabama has too many weapons over across the board for the Vols to have an upset on this one.
This game could be a little closer than folks think. Tennessee's defense is pretty strong, but I think Alabama will be able to win in the end.
I've seen both teams, and they're both almost opposites of each other. Arkansas is extremely good offensively. Ole Miss is very tough defensively. I like the home team. I'll take Ole Miss. It won't be easy.
Ole Miss finally seems to have it going. Arkansas is playing well too. This ought to be a good one. I'm going with the Rebels.
Ooh, tough game to pick. I like Ole Miss because they're starting to hit their stride.
This is a game that could be for second place in the Southeastern Conference Western Division. Houston Nuts teams generally peak in the second half, and I sense that might be happening with Ole Miss. Go with the Rebels to win a shootout over the Razorbacks.
This game's hard for me to pick, but let's face it, which one's not hard for me to pick? I believe I'm going to go with Arkansas.
This one's a coin flip, really. Boston College, Notre Dame, both very good at times, both very beatable at times. I'll take Notre Dame at home as Boston College goes out of conference.
Notre Dame almost pulled off the upset against USC last week. They'll get a win this week against Boston College.
I go with the Fighting Irish. I'm not a Notre Dame fan by any means. I don't think there's too many of them in Alabama, but Boston College is not going to go in there and beat them.
Boston College has had the better end of this Catholic rivalry between the two Catholic schools. Expect the trend to continue. It will be 7 straight Boston College wins over Notre Dame.
I think Notre Dame gets the win, but that probably is good news for Boston College fans, if there are any down here.